Generic greetings and welcome to Construction plus Prison-Arcitect plus Alpha 15 episode 6. In the previous episode, we made this, or redesigned this, should I say. This is our common room stroke gym stroke shower stroke library that actually isn't a library because libraries don't exist in the game and they don't do anything. But in any event, we redesigned that there. In this episode, we will be gaining more prisoners, making any slight alterations based on comments, if any, and pretty much calling it there for this series, to be honest with you. We've been doing things quite fast. We start off with 750,000 generic credits, which is the main reason why we were able to build this up so quick. Obviously, it's only on a small map anyway. But with it being on a small map and having all that money, I could pretty much build this in a couple of episodes. In fact, I did build this in just a couple of episodes. But that's okay. You know, it just takes the massive tedium of waiting for money, takes that away. If I wanted, I could also expand it down and have a lot more of these cell blocks all connected to each other, which I would do if it wasn't getting close to the festive period time of recording, obviously. Which means that once this episode's done, we'll probably take a break for the festive period. And it means I'll have to. It means that if this is the last episode, I'll probably have to do a Christmas episode or something like that, won't I? But we'll see what happens. Anyway, like I say, receiving more prisoners. We have 39 prisoners out of a maximum of 62. Danger level is up and down like a yo-yo, to be totally honest with you. It's currently low with, well, one exclamation mark on there. It's currently going down because of all the eat time. But we've had a lot of problems with fighting. I say a lot, actually. It's not a great deal. We've had problems with the fighting. As you can see, prisoners are happily going to... well, they're happily just going along, taking food and eating away. I don't think we'll have any problems with actually feeding the populace. So we've got... 2, 4, 6, well, we've got 12 cookers and enough chefs to take care of business. I mean, look at that. We've just got food lying around, so I probably won't need to make anything else in the kitchen, really. Probably won't need to do anything more than that. In fact, as far as construction goes, I don't think we'll be doing anything else. There's a couple of things that people suggested, especially when it comes to this room. As always, people said, yeah, make it a little bit bigger and put an execution chamber in there. No. I could just, you know, put an electric chair in there. I might end up doing that, you know. But no, we could end up doing something like that. And there's a lot of suggestions about turning it into other things. So someone suggested, for some reason, move the water pump in there. Don't know why I'd want to do that. Another suggestion, make it storage. Yeah, not too bad. We could. Other things as well. A couple of other solutions. Basically, people saying, oh, you should be able to fix it this way by deleting it entirely, deleting the foundations, or redesignating it, changing it to something else, changing it staff only, removing the door. In fact, that's the only thing I haven't really tried. Oops, that's dump. I meant to click dismantle on that one. We're going to dismantle the door and put it back on. I've tried deleting all the foundations and such, so technically I have actually tried putting another door on because I used a different door. But either way, I'm going to try it once more just to see if I can fix it. But as far as construction goes, we're pretty much done. There's no changes to be made. Like I say, a couple of aesthetic changes that a couple of people mentioned, but nothing really. Nothing of any consequence. I mean, everything's pretty much done. We haven't got this extra CCTV thing in there. We don't need one. The only thing we're really lacking in terms of visibility is things like deliveries and garbage, but even then you don't really need to see in there because prisoners don't really go in there, and when they do go in there, like now, as you can see, there's always workmen around and guards because for some reason they tend to frequent, so there's no point in me messing around with that. Let me just go to deployment and jobs. I haven't actually assigned it yet. Let me just go to rooms, cleaning cupboard, and just wait for the bitter disappointment of this not to work again. Yeah, it didn't work. Not surprised. Like I said, there's been a couple of other suggestions as regards how to fix that, but I'm just going to leave it. I've tried a couple of different ways. I'm not really too worried since I already have a cleaning cupboard and it's quite a small prison. Also, a lot of prisons that I've made in the past, especially ones with a lot of doors, we've had to have a couple of cleaning cupboards where, because I've got one massive cell block down the bottom and basically fairly large buildings around here, they always go into one building and just start cleaning. They don't have to travel a lot of times, so we've got enough there, I think. I think we do have enough. But yeah, just wait for more prisoners to turn up. And there's no real construction to get away with. There's been suggestions around, well, regarding this thing about, well, let's just say that there's the range of suggestions have been let's just say that there's been a great range of suggestions, ranging from that looks pretty cool, I'm going to use that in my design, to that is absolute bull, censored, and you are totally censored. Yeah, that was the range of that guy got banned, by the way, just to let you know. Yeah, there's no point in anything like that. But yes, that sort of thing, basically ranging from that's pretty good to that's terrible. Yes, I understand. I mean, you know, this area is pretty much being universally accepted as good. You know, with all the televisions, apart from the chairs, people saying the chairs are pointless. I know that. The pool tables saying pool tables are good where they are. You know, they're not phone booths, and it looks quite good. That's one thing. Praising the look as well, praising the aesthetic of it. However, the gym pretty much said that's completely pointless. In fact, there was one suggestion saying that weights benches don't even work in common room, which I don't even know. I don't even know if that's the case. I haven't seen anybody in there, but that's, you know, that's because I haven't really been looking. I think they do work weights benches. I think weights benches work in anywhere, but you can put weights benches in a canteen and they'll work as far as I'm aware. Library, that is completely and utterly useless. There's no point in it at all. The only purpose it may possibly serve is that if prisoners want to come and have basically sit down to get their comfort need up, but they would just go to that and sit in here, so it's sort of pointless. One thing I noticed as well, obviously dogs have this thing where they get tired. Dog handlers don't. Dog handlers don't have to go to the staff room. Never seen that. Anyway, yes, kitchen, don't think I'm going to alter that at all. We might as well run down the entire prison. In fact, I'm going to speed up to max speed. I might as well run down the entire prison and say what I think's been done well and what really hasn't done well. We'll start off, well, I've already done this bit, so I'll start there. I think this is good. I like it. Even though it's pretty much, the top left bit is completely pointless. The top right bit is sort of pointless. This bit seems to work, and prisoners seem to use that a lot. And the shower bit, I haven't seen anyone use, but I think it's still a good addition. Basically, the top section here, the whole point is that the building is too big, right? We knew this when I was building it. I knew this when I was building it, and people pointed this out to me, that it was just too big. And even though we could have had other things in it, like an extra workshop or more prisoners, it sort of was against the design of me having all the prisoners. I wanted all the prisoners down the bottom. So the building was just too big, hence why we got the sort of wasted bit. But apart from that, I think it certainly looks very good, you know, all in all. However, the bottom bit is quite functional. Top bit is so-so. Yard, there's not much you can say about that. It's green, it's got weight benches in, it's got normal benches in, it's got lights in this time, and it looks alright. As far as the workshop goes, yeah, works completely fine. Center is always flashing, saying that it hasn't got everything I need, but it basically, it's storage. Once we've got more prisoners, which, bear in mind that this can basically have comfortably in 20 prisoners in there, 20 prisoners in there, and then 10 in there, ideally. So 50 prisoners to get this thing running at full capacity. So not really something that I've really exploited. But apart from that, looks pretty good, works completely fine. This area is interesting because, as you see, the prisoners are getting taken across here, which is not what I want them to do. I wanted them to come in here and then down around there, and basically they would always go that way. Oh, that guy's got something on him. Looks like the metal detectors are working well. Yep, there we go. But yes, this area, it's alright. Deliveries is fine. Perimeter wall, actually, that's all fine. That's no problem. We'll do a shakedown this episode as well. Storage is always good. Storage works. I don't know how I would break it. But just the layout of this, I'm very, very happy with. In fact, this is probably going to be pretty much my go-to design these days, with the 2 sets of power stations and the capacitors all the way around, water pump above that. Then I've got the 5 offices right next to the staff room. Obviously staff room new edition with Alpha 15, but works really, really well. Canteen and kitchen next to that. The good thing is that the prisoners only have to go between there and there. Let me just go to normal speed for a moment, because I want to go to deployment and jobs and basically unassign everybody from everywhere, because I want to redesignate people. So I want 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So that is 10, 20, 32. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 1, 2. 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2. That'll do, something like that. I don't even know what I got up to there. I'm sure someone counted. I sort of lost count, to be honest with you. To be honest, once I've got the remaining prisoners, which I'm going to get another 8 prisoners in 17 hours, I will just pretty make sure that the workshop's at full whack, full capacity. But yes, this centre bit is really, really good. I am very happy with it. Apart from the fact that it's odd, it's not symmetrical, which I didn't really want it symmetrical. I don't like this little sticky out bit. I can't even remember why I did that, to be honest with you. I can't even remember why that did that. Actually, I do know. It's because the workshop juts down, and then this was like in, and then if I drag that down there, see, to be honest with you, I could have just went like that, and then made, basically the walls would have went like that. So this build would have been 2 shorter, that would have been a couple shorter, or 3 shorter, 2 shorter there, 2 shorter there. Yard would have been extended a bit, this would have been extended a bit, but apart from that, it wouldn't have made any difference. Aesthetically, it would have been slightly different. In actuality, no difference at all, really. Probably have to remove one of the toilets. But yeah, I like this design, especially where those serving tables jut out that way. Instead of putting them sideways, that seems to be more efficient, and I'm going to probably stick with that from now on. Toilets in the canteen is almost certainly a must for every single prison, because they're used so frequently instead of having them walk all the way down there. Like I say, the original design for the prison was that... What's that? It's a random shadow. The original design for the prison was that prisoners come in here, they will go to their cells, and then as the day progresses, they will move up and around the prison like that, and then basically work back over. It doesn't exactly work like that, and I knew it wouldn't fully function as in like that way, but for the most part, you know, prisoners do wake up here, then they go to the showers, and then they will come out, and then they will have a bit of free time, which often they just go back to the cells. Sometimes they go to the yard, sometimes they go over here. Often they'll come to the canteen and just sit down. Either way, they've only got an hour to do that, so they'll normally be around this area. Then they'll go to the canteen to get food, then they'll have more free time, which generally they'll either go back to the cells, or normally they tend to go over here, watch a bit of television, or do the weights, which means they're around here. Then they go to work, which they come here. Then they get more free time, which is generally go straight into the canteen and have a wee, or come in here and have a bit of recreational, and do some recreational activities, engage in the old recreation. There's a couple of people cleaning in there as well. Cleaning the room that nobody goes in. Why is it dirty? It's all the dust. But yeah, then they do that, and then again, they've got a bit of free time, they'll come and have some food, well, sit down in the canteen, then there'll be eat time, food, then back into here. So they sort of go that way. Here we go, look, they're all coming out now. So most of them will come in and use the toilet. There you go. These guys will probably go straight to their cells and use the bog. Let's have a quick look. Yes, they are. Weird, because none of them are using them toilets there. None of them are using them toilets. Although they are using the toilets in here, so it's a bit weird. But anyway, yes. Where were we? Yes, the design, yeah. This seems alright. The way laundry is right next to this, next to the main cell block, I'll come to that in a moment, is very good. I like the way that the infirmary and morgue are next to each other. That just seems to work for me as a thing. But, more importantly, the infirmary is next to the solitary, which means that the solitary, if anyone's hurt, the doctors will generally go out and automatically heal them. If not, it's a quick task of opening the door manually and getting them in. Up here, kennels, well, that's fine where it is. Cleaning cupboard up there, not ideal. I would have liked to put it there, but it's fine where it is. That, perfect size, no problem at all. If anything, it's too big. I could have probably got rid of that and still had enough. But, you know, that's all fine. The big part. Oh, actually, we'll do over here. Yeah, that there, I'm going to change that in a moment. Garbage, that works fine. Visitation is completely fine. Probably too big. Probably could have done with a couple of fewer tables, but you know what? It would have been white space anyway. There's no point. What we've got now is completely fine. There's no problems with it at all. When it comes to space, size-wise. Rather overdo it than underdo it. This thing now, this is the one that I was really worried about having one large cell block, and there were several reasons for that. A, it's not very efficient in general. Squeezing a lot of cells in like this generally isn't very efficient. B, if there's a riot, the whole thing goes up. It's like this thing is kindling, and every one of these prisoners is just a match waiting to be lit, and then it just goes woof, and the whole thing's right, and then you lose all of this, and all the prisoners are. It's a mess. Luckily, I haven't got to that point at all yet. That might still happen, but at the moment, we've never really got to that point. But it seems to work fine. It's very efficient, actually, the way it's put where we've got the cells down the top and bottom, the entrances, etc. It means that it's very efficient on the metal detectors, even though I've got 2 banks of them just to double scan. But then there's these here, which seem to work very well. It looks beautiful. I think this is one of the best design buildings I've ever made, especially with a shower at either side. It's extremely efficient for that as well. As soon as they come out, they just go left and right, and there you go, job done. This was a stroke of genius, putting the holding cell in the center. I don't know why I didn't think of that. Because that looks great, because then it means that all the prisoners are in one place. So, some people say don't put all your eggs in one basket. Sometimes it can work out. Sometimes it does work out. Anyway, it's currently free time. I think I will do I'll wait until I go to sleep, and then I'll do a full shakedown. I anticipate some escapes. I anticipate some people trying to escape here, and I haven't done a search at all this series. I think I might have done one. I can't actually remember whether I might have done one or none. Either way, I haven't done one in a while, so this will be interesting. I haven't done one, certainly, since I started receiving high-risk prisoners, so that'll be interesting. We have 51 prisoners of 62, so we're going to save another 8. How much are we making here? We've made 7 grand, maybe? 7,000 odd by license plates alone, so that's okay. And we're also receiving 1,438 generic credits per day just from having the amount of prisoners we have, offset by the amount of staff we have. Right, shakedown. So, we haven't got many places to search, so 0 out of 149 places, whereas the previous prison, the Alpha 14 prison, was nearly 400, I think? Something like that. Today's beverage is blackcurrant. Cordial, I think it is. Yes, blackcurrant cordial. Right, so people are getting searched here. Previously, we've found 3 spoons, 2 sets of medicine, saws, and jail. Sorry, jail? What? It said jail dog as I was mousing over there. And a hammer. Let me just quickly go on to my contraband. Where have they found? It's shouting about. It's shouting about the pills. Where were they stolen? No, they weren't stolen. They were just brought in. That's fine. That was stolen from there. That was stolen from there. That was stolen from there. That's pretty much to be expected. I like the fact that you can do that. Gun brought in. Gun brought in. Drugs were smuggled in. Drugs were brought in. Baton was brought in. What's that guy there? That's a spoon that was stolen. Yeah, stolen. I like that way you can say 7 days or all time. And then you can check the dangers. So anyway, it's this bottom row that I'm sort of worried about. It's the bottom row that's the danger row, because they're the ones that are most likely to escape, which is interesting because the reason I put the toilets on that side is because they've got further to dig through, because digging through foundations isn't exactly easy, but once they've got out, they've only got 1 square to dig through, but then they've got the perimeter wall then they have to tackle the perimeter wall, which is quite deep and quite tough to dig through, so that's not something that I'm really concerned about. The only thing really that's keeping the prisoners from pretty much escaping very efficiently and fast is this perimeter wall. If that was just a fence, I honestly think that some of them might have tunneled out by now. But we're going to see, aren't we? Because as you can see, they're searching on the bottom. So far, it doesn't seem like anybody's actually bothered to start tunneling, which is weird. Danger level is low but increasing for obvious reasons, because 33 prisoners have been unnecessarily searched recently, although we have got a couple of people. We've got 2 people in solitary, and we've got 2 awaiting because we found stuff on them. But I mean, this will annoy the prisoners, but that's all part and parcel of running a prison, really. You have to do what's necessary to keep them inside. Looks like nobody's escaped. Nobody's bothered. Nobody's even tried to escape. We got that guy to search, and we got 1 more place to search somewhere. But that's it. Is that it? That can't be it. Surely not. Where's the last place to search? It's that there. That guy there. I'm very surprised if he had anything on him. No, he didn't, unsurprisingly. Let me just go to materials and then remove tunnels. Quickly drag from the top left to the bottom right. No, nothing. Nothing at all. Nobody tried to escape. No, nobody's at least attempted a digging escape, should I say. People might have attempted to escape by running out the front door, which they haven't been successful with. But yes, no problems there. I'm very surprised. I thought people would really start to be. I thought people would be tunneling like crazy with it only being right next to the wall. I thought they'd be digging like mad. Interesting. Anyway. So we're going to receive another 8 prisoners. We haven't actually released any prisoners at all. I don't know whether that's because it was changed in the previous alpha as regards to the timing. Like for example, these standard risk prisoners, you can see they've got a couple of years on their sentence left. This guy here, he's got a couple of years left. Most of these have got a long time. Quite a long time, in fact, yeah, a long time. Let's have a quick look. Yeah, it's like 20 plus years for most of them. But here we go. We're going to save another 8 prisoners, which will get us up to our 59. So we've only got another 3 more to actually take in. So I'll probably receive another batch and then we can hold them in the holding cell. But as I said, as they're not really leaving, it might be a problem. There we go. That is a problem because it's going to give me 15 now, which I can hold 2, 4, 6, 8, 10, 12. So that would be 1 over technically what I can really squeeze in. I can't really handle any more than that. How's the food doing? Doesn't look like there's a problem. No, doesn't look like there's a problem. Oh, we've got loads of stuff that's been found here. Yeah, the guy's getting locked up. Yeah, a lot of people getting locked up here. A lot of people taking showers at this particular point in time as well. I don't understand why. You had shower time earlier. Maybe they didn't have time to do it. Who knows? To be fair, there's probably not... Hang on, how many have I got? 2, 4, 6, 8, 10, 12, 14, 16, 18, 40... There's enough showers for everybody. At either side. Maybe they don't like showering next to each other. Oh, well. Oh, there's that. You see that there? There was a prisoner there. Although, for some reason, he's now gone invisible. Weird. But yes, anyway, danger level is low. 20 odd prisoners here. They are well treated. Was that guy in there? Was that guy in there? I'm pretty sure that guy was inside there and everything was okay. He was using the gym. Or maybe he was cleaning up. I don't know. Anyway, I'm going to go to my deployment jobs. Unassign everybody from the center one there and then max out either side like so. And then go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 50. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. That should just be about it. That should just be everybody that I can really assign. That should probably do us, I think. Yes. And we speed up to max speed. We're getting a fair amount of money per day now. It looks like everybody's settled down as well, and I'm attributing a lot of that to the amount of punishments that have been handed out. Because of the amount of punishments and people being suppressed, as well as the deterrence of punishments being handed down, that's keeping them at bay, really. That's making them think twice about perhaps fighting in the workshop. Originally it was a bit of a problem, but for the most part now it seems to be working fine. I say that as I look around waiting for people to be shouting, what's this saying? They require freedom. Well, guess what? You shouldn't have had drugs and tools on you. What about over here? That guy. No, I can't click on that guy. That guy. I wait until the camera scans back round again. Which it's not doing. There we go. That guy had nothing on him. That guy there's got another 2 hours. What about the guy that had 30 odd hours in solitary? Weirdly enough, this this prison, it hasn't got metal detectors there. In fact, it's only recently had metal detectors put in there. But it gets a lot less things stolen from the workshop than the previous prison, which I'm surprised about, because the previous prison had a workshop sort of here, around here, and then right next door was like the metal detectors. And every time they would set the metal detectors off and they never learned. But now, there's no metal detectors really close to the workshop. Like I say, these ones are a recent addition. But, though... I'm saying that now and that guy's stolen a drill. But, there was... pretty much every time there was work day in the previous prison, 10 or 12 things would be stolen. In this, it's maybe 4 or 5 things. It's not a great amount. What's that guy doing in there? Don't know what I was doing in there. Anyway, I've just made 8 grand off license plates. Not bad at all, not bad at all. We have 3 in solitary and 1 awaiting, probably for the stuff that he stole. Yeah. Most of these are getting a fair amount of solitary. There's been a couple of comments about that, about increasing the punishment for for this stuff. Basically, a couple of people said, why don't you double it so you get 24 hours for basically these top sections, and then you get 12 hours for the bottom ones. For a start, I don't even know if it goes up to 24 hours. I'm guessing it does. But let's have a look, shall we? Let's just keep mashing the button until it does it. 24, yeah, it goes. I think it just goes on and on and on and on and on, to be honest with you. I think we just, until we can, it just goes on, basically until we get a bloodied finger. Right. Yes, doubling that, they were saying. Sorry, I've totally had a bit of a mind meltdown. Yes, the punishments, doubling them. No, I'm not going to double them. I think what I've got there is more than sufficient. We're going to receive another 15 prisoners. We're on 57, so that will take us to 60. Hang on, so it would take us to 50, so it would be 67, 72. 72. I can handle that, can't I? 50. Yeah, it's 57. So we'll go up to 67 plus 5, 72. I can currently hold 62 plus 12. Which, by my reckoning, is 74. I always get paranoid when I do maths while recording. That should be okay. I should be okay. Oh god, I hope this doesn't backfire. Anyway, I'm going to receive them 15 prisoners, and that will be this prison at capacity. It can't get any further. Right, the last bit of construction I'm going to do is just to appease some people. I am going to go over to this room that currently doesn't do anything. Let's have a quick look. Go to rooms. We'll go to execution. We're going to designate that as execution. And we are going to find electric chair. And we're going to shove it right there. And we're going to have a room for execution. For the first time, really, since I've really started the series. I think I made one right at the start because that was required for the scenario that we were doing, like basically the tutorial scenario. But yeah, first time we've ever had execution. Mainly because that room wasn't a cleaning cupboard. Not really a good reason, is it? Not really a good reason. Why is there an execution in your prison? Because we couldn't have it as a cleaning cupboard. Not a very good reason at all. Right, there we go. So this alpha series, anyway, the alpha 15 prison is completely done. There you go. High risk as requested. Pretty much all the changes that people suggested I implemented where possible, and it works. I can't really say any more than that. Links are in the description, as always, to download the prison, as well as for the Prison-Arcitect website, etc. Because after all, if you want to purchase it, that's something you can do. In fact, I read the other day that I think it's made about 8 million in pre-sales. It's not even out yet, really. It's still in alpha. So, good grief. How the market has changed. But yes, links are in the description for download the prison. As always, feel free to do what you want with it. Blow it up, set it on fire, expand it, share it with other people, upload it to wherever you want. The only thing I ask is that if you do upload it or anything else like that, if you do post it to anyone, then give credit to myself as the original creator and link to my YouTube channel. That's the only thing I actually request. Other than that, feel free to enjoy it and do what you want with it. Right. Guess we probably got a bit of time before our break for the festive period, so guess Christmas episode then. Yeah. Thank you very much for watching. Take care and generic partings.